Hello, and welcome to the Church of Fuck You. I'm St. Patrick. Well, I have to do it. I just fucking have to. So many people are pissed off right now about the whole Marissa Alexander case and the fact that she got 20 years and, everybody's up in arms. Why couldn't she stand her ground? Well, let's examine the facts of the case. Now, first, I'm going to just say how the case is being presented by the media and the people who are on her side. They're pretty much saying that she fired a warning shot into the air to back away her abusive husband who was going to attack her, and he didn't know what he was going to do to her. He was possibly going to kill her. Okay. Now let's look at the facts of the case. Because apparently since, the whole Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman trial, everybody's become fucking legal experts. But, there's the one thing about legal expertise or expertality, that's a made-up word, don't use that shit, that people fail to realize is that in a certain little thing, in court, it's a little small thing that they like to use in court, which is called evidence. So let's look at the facts and the evidence of the case. All right. 1, she had a restraining order out on her husband. She was living with mom. Husband was living, I guess, in the house. All right. She goes to the house where the husband lives. Strike number 1. Goes in her house to apparently get some clothes or some other items that she needed. She goes into the house where the husband is. Apparently, she didn't know the husband was home. Apparently, the husband's home. Oh, shit. Okay. So, he apparently looks at her, her cell phone, reads some text messages from her old husband. So, he's like, what the fuck? So, apparently, there was a confrontation, according to her. She left. Went to the garage, and her statement was to drive away. She couldn't drive away. She found out she didn't have her keys, and she went to the garage door to open it, but she realized it was stuck. Okay. All right, so I'm just going off her story. So what she does is she retrieves a gun, go back into the house, and supposedly fire a warning shot at him. Now, this is where the story gets kind of fucked up, and this is where it totally derails from the whole stand your ground law. 1, she fired a shot straight into the wall. Now, I know some people may believe, oh, well, she fired into the ceiling. Shut the fuck up. She didn't. She fired it into the wall. The bullet ricocheted off the wall, went up into the ceiling. So, no, she didn't fire it all. She didn't fire a warning shot up in the air. Unless this bitch was laying on the ground, it's pretty much impossible, unless she was like 4 or 3 feet tall, it's impossible to fire a warning shot up into the wall. This is where she gets fucked. I mean, royally fucked. The husband runs out of the house with the kids, calls 911, explains to the police or says to the police, she is shooting at us. Yeah, us. Which implies that she is shooting at him and the kids. Bad move. Testimony in court, the husband testified that she pointed the gun at him, looked away, pulled the trigger. So, all the people who claim it was a warning shot, no. She just couldn't fucking shoot. Maybe she needed to look where she was shooting, but it wasn't a fucking warning shot. According to the testimony, according to the facts of the case, according to the 911 recording, it wasn't a warning shot in the air. Now, this is where another problem comes in at. She's saying that her husband is abusive. Okay, fine. I'm not saying he's not. I don't know. But where's the fucking evidence? Like, where's the proof? Give me, one 911 phone call where she said he was abusing her. Give me one police report. Give me anything. Because you really can't claim abuse after you fucking shot at somebody and you have no fucking paper trail and then you want to claim self-defense. And make it even worse, she had no bruises on her. So, come on now. You got to give me something. Like I said, this little thing called evidence. You got to give me something. Another thing that she fucked up at was she left. Now, I understand people may say, well, she went to the garage and the garage door was stuck. Okay, that's her excuse. Are we sure the garage door was stuck? That could be iffy. That could be 50-50. Could have been, could have not been. But she grabs a gun, goes back into the house, pulls the trigger. You can't fucking claim self-defense when you leave and come back with a gun. It just doesn't fucking work. And to make the whole situation just the icing on the fucking cake, she gets locked up, I think it was like 3 to 4 months after that fucking, whole situation because, and wait for it, she assaulted her ex-husband or her husband. So not only is this guy, and let's go with her story, he's a menace to society. Oh my gosh, he's been beating the shit out of her. He's deadly, he's dangerous, he's all these things. So what does she do? She goes to his house. Mind you, she could have easily called the police and said, hey, I need to retrieve some stuff from my ex-husband's house. Can you accompany me there just in case he's home? No, why do that? That's to me, that's logical. So we can't, use logic in it. My whole point is, you can't claim self-defense when none of your actions portray self-defense. And all the public outrage is from people who have no idea what the fuck that happened in the case. They have no idea of the facts. They have no idea of nothing. They're just spouting off nonsense because they're angry. Now, 2 last days and I'll go. 1, can we please stop calling it the Florida Stand Your Ground law? There are 30 other fucking states with the exact same law or some variation of the law. So it's not a Florida-only law. It's a law that is, prevalent throughout the United States. So it's not just their law. 2, which is the most important thing. The reason she's doing 20 years right now is because of the minimum sentence in Florida. Plain and simple. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts to it. It's Florida's law that you have to get 20 years if you are, I believe, fire a firearm in a felony, in a felony criminal activity. So the reason she has 20 years is not because she's black. It's not because she is, Florida is racist as shit, even though they might be. She has 20 years because 1, she's fucking stupid, and 2, the judge couldn't do anything. Even he said during the case, there's nothing I can do with this because Florida law, minimum sentencing, you have to go to jail for 20 years. Case closed. All right, man, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is St. Patrick. I'll see you later.